Are the Toronto Maple Leafs about to shift gears in their quest for a solid third-line center? It seems like one of their top targets has officially signed a new deal with a division rival, pulling the rug out from under our hopes for a trade. This player was a perfect fit for our roster, but now, with the Montreal Canadiens locking him down, Toronto must pivot once again. What could this mean for our playoff aspirations? Stay tuned as we dive into the implications of this missed opportunity and explore new options that could still bolster our lineup. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button to keep up with all the latest Maple Leafs news. The news just broke that Jake Evans has officially signed an extension with the Montreal Canadiens, and folks, that means he's off the market. This is quite a blow for our Toronto Maple Leafs, who were eyeing him as a potential low-cost, reliable third-line center. For weeks, there was buzz about Evans possibly joining the Leafs, but now it's clear that Montreal wasn't impressed. With the offers they received, including ours Evans, with 12 goals and 16 assists in 61 games this season, was seen as a versatile option who could have fit well into our lineup. It's frustrating because we've already seen other potential targets slip through our fingers, like Trent Frederick from Boston. It seems like every time we think we have a solid path forward, something changes. What's particularly telling is how rare it is for the Habs and the Leafs to make a trade. It's like the ultimate rivalry, and when you throw a player like Evans into the mix, you know both teams are weighing the stakes carefully. Montreal clearly decided they wanted to hang on to him, and it's a reminder that the trade market can be unpredictable and brutal. Now Toronto has to pivot once again. The search for a center has just gotten trickier. With Evans out of the picture, we're left scrambling for alternatives. Nick Bjugstad is still available, but it's going to come at a cost. One that the Maple Leafs might not be willing to pay, given their reluctance to part with their 2026 first-round pick. It's a tricky situation. We all know how crucial those draft picks can be for the future of the franchise. And speaking of the future, let's not forget about the potential moves the Canadiens could still make. Players like Christian Dvorak and David Savard are still on the block, and Montreal may be looking to shake things up even more. If that happens, we could see a ripple effect that impacts our strategy as well. As we navigate this tough stretch, it's hard not to feel a little anxious. We're all passionate fans, and we want our team to succeed. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, losing out on a player like Evans stings, but on the other hand, maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Perhaps there's a better fit out there waiting for us that we haven't considered yet. I can't help but think about the implications of these moves for our playoff chances. Every decision counts, and with every missed opportunity, there's a sense of urgency building. The Maple Leafs have a solid core, but they need depth to make a serious run. What will it take to find that perfect piece? And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Do you feel the team is making the right moves, or are we heading down the wrong path? Let's get the conversation going, because your insights matter just as much as the statistics. Scott Laughton of the Philadelphia Flyers is heating up the trade rumors, and as a passionate fan of the Toronto Maple Leafs, I can't help but get excited about the possibility of him donning that iconic blue and white. According to TSN's Darren Dreger, Laughton has expressed a desire to play for the Leafs if a trade makes sense. This is huge. Not only does it signal that Laughton would be a motivated addition, but it also aligns perfectly with the Leafs' current need for a center. Now, let's break this down. The Leafs are eyeing Laughton as they approach the trade deadline, and it's clear that GM Brad Treliving is focused on enhancing the center position. The fact that Laughton would jump at the chance to play for his hometown team speaks volumes. In a league where motivation can make or break a player's performance, having someone who's ready to bring their all for the Leafs is a tantalizing prospect. However, we need to talk about the price. Rumours suggest that the Flyers are asking for a first-round pick or something of equivalent value. This is a hefty price for a player like Laughton, but let's be real. If it means securing a player who's eager to contribute to the team's success, isn't that worth considering? I mean, just think about how much this could bolster our chances in the playoffs. But it doesn't stop there. Dreger also mentioned Braden Shen and the Blues' reluctance to part with their captain. This raises the question, is Laughton the best fit, or should the Leafs hold out for a bigger name? Personally, I'm torn. While Shen would be an incredible addition, the likelihood of landing him seems slim. So, should we go all in for Laughton, or wait and see if something better comes along? Another factor we can't ignore is the salary cap. As it stands, the Leafs have just under $3 million in space to work with. If Treliving wants to add a centre and potentially bolster the defence or pick up another forward, he's got his work cut out. This makes every decision critical. Do we sacrifice a first-round pick for Laughton and risk our future for a shot at the present? Or do we play it safe and keep our options open? In my opinion, the team needs to strike a balance. We've seen the Leafs struggle in the playoffs in recent years, and adding depth at centre is crucial. Laughton could be that spark we need, especially if he's ready to bring his A-game for the team he grew up cheering for. But with the trade deadline approaching, the clock is ticking. What's the best move, and you, what do you think? Should we chase after Scott Laughton, or are there other players who might offer more value? I want to hear your opinions down below. The debate is heating up, and I know you all have strong feelings about the future of our beloved Leafs. This is an exciting time for us as fans, and every decision made by Treliving could redefine our season. We need to stay engaged, keep the discussions going, and support the team through these critical moments. The stakes are high, and our dreams of playoff glory hinge on these choices. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel too. Stay updated on all the latest news surrounding the Toronto Maple Leafs, and make sure to activate that notification bell so you don't miss a single update. Let's keep the conversation alive, because together, we're all part of this journey toward making our team the best it can be.